Hi Star Babies, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name's Gabriella. I make videos about self-care, skincare, home decor, lifestyle, astrology, romance, and whatever else I feel like talking about. So if that sounds interesting to you, please hit the subscribe button and join the family. Today I'm going to be continuing our rising signs series, and today is Sagittarius because I'm working backwards starting from Pisces. So quickly, the rising sign is the sign, the zodiac sign that was coming over the horizon, the eastern horizon, when you were born. So it tells about your appearance, how you come across to others, how you might kind of perceive yourself, and just the general first impression that you make to people. But I love exploring the rising sign because it also can tell about how your style manifests and how your literal body looks and your bone structure and your hair and all of that. So let's get into Sagittarius. So Sagittarius, if I could describe them in one word, Sagittarius rising, it would be down. They are that down friend. They are down for anything. They are down for dropping everything and going on a trip. They are down to go out tonight. They are down to come over right now. They are down to go have a drink in an hour. They are down. Whatever you want to do, if you're their friend, they're going to be there hyping you up, being so fun. My best friend is a Sagittarius moon and rising, and she's a Gemini sun. So you can imagine how much fun we have together and how fun she is as a person. It's nuts. And she's actually one of those people who's been through quite a lot in her life, and she's been through heartbreak and tough times, but she always seems to laugh through it in a really charming way, which is something that's so Sagittarius, because they're just so optimistic and they find the humor in things that are like, what? Like, you shouldn't be laughing, right? That's the kind of people Sagittarius risings are. They're just full of energy and full of this optimism for life, that even when it gets you down, even when bad things happen, there's always a reason to keep on living. There's always a reason to look for tomorrow, because tomorrow might be way better than today was. They are super energetic, as I said, and most of the time, anyone with a lot of Sagittarius in their chart is going to be loud. Of course, this doesn't go for everybody, but a lot of the Sagittarians I know, a lot of the Sagittarius risings I know are very loud. You notice them when they walk in a room because they're cracking up. They usually have a group of people around them, and they just seem like the person you want to like go buy a drink and party with. Going back to my friend who double Sagittarius, she also is perceived by others as very open. She's one of those people who strangers want to tell their life story to, people want to talk to, people want to unload on, which I think Sagittarius has that open energy, but not only not like a water sign where like you want to cry to them and vent to them, but it's like, I think this person could offer me a fresh perspective on the hard things in my life. I think this person could offer a humorous or optimistic twist on things that have been getting me down. And they look open and fun, and I want some of that in my life. Like I want some of that energy in my life. I gotta get some of that. People with Sagittarius in their chart in general are known for being assertive. I would say Sagittarius rising are very assertive, very direct people. They enjoy telling it like it is. They enjoy keeping it real, and if people get offended, it's like, and that's just how they see it. And they move on from things very easily. Like if someone insults them or if something weird happens, they're like, that was weird anyway. But other people don't. So when they're really direct, when they give their opinion and it's going to be very honest, not everyone can take it. And so they do come across as someone very fun, but also someone like, I'm a little afraid of you because you might totally read me. Like it's that kind of sign where like they just seem like they will tell it like it is, and you hope that you kind of, Sagittarius rising, it's like, I hope you like me. It's that kind of thing. Like you're so fun and you're so full of energy, but you're so blunt, and I really hope you like me because you'd be a cool friend to have, but if you don't like me, then I'm gonna cry. They can also be really restless people. They're always the people that are starting a new thing. I know my friend is always down when like, I'm like, let's do this challenge. Let's do this challenge. Let's go here. I decided to train for a 5K and she was like, I'm doing it with you. Let's do it. Like she's always down, and she is kind of restless in the sense where she needs to bounce from activity to activity. She needs to have constant, you know, socialization in her life and diversity of activities, which is also what makes them really fun, because they're not boring. You would not call them boring people at all. They're kind of like, they always have something up their sleeve or something unique or strange that they're working on or involved in. As far as their appearance goes, it's going to be bold. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, which is, we were just talking about Capricorn, ruled by Saturn, which kind of puts boundaries. Jupiter expands, and I like to think of the lower half of the body has been expanded by Jupiter. Sagittarius, the image is like the archer centaur, right? So like the horse lower body, sort of. And in the best way possible, Sagittarians are thick. Sagittarius rising women and men too, like big legs usually, or very strong, lovely muscular legs, and big butts and hips. It's just, I've had so much proof, and I have so many of you guys like, yeah girl, I got Sag in my chart and I am thick. So I don't lie. They also tend to have long limbs though. They're because of that Jupiter, they're expanding and everything is long. So they have, you know, long pretty hands, long arms, long legs, even if they have, you know, a big booty. They're not like stocky looking or squatty. I also personally think Sagittarians look amazing with long hair, both men and women. Very, very long horse-like hair. Usually on some people that like kind of grosses me out. I'm like, we need a trim. Like, you're not Gandalf. But on Sagittarian risings, it looks really great on men and women. It's the same thing, like centaur, horse vibe, big horse tail. I just think it looks amazing. They are very extra in general, so they look great in bold things. Things that would kind of look costumey or over dramatic or just over the top and kind of clownish on other people, you know what I mean, just like too much. A Sagittarius can take all of that and be like, yeah, this is just, I'm going to the grocery store. They are really good at wearing bold things and being extra. That's also how they come across, is like extra. They tend to exaggerate, they talk really loud, they usually talk with their hands, and they have a lot of expression on their face, and then they laugh really loud, and they are just like, I literally died 7 times. Like, they are just big energy, big filling a room, exaggerating, fun people. Also, the Jupiter expanding thing and the filling a room tells us that a Sagittarian rising is going to fight against being trapped. They don't like being confined. They don't like being in spaces like maybe at the opera where you can't really talk and you can't really like say anything and you don't go woo woo. Like, they're not gonna like spaces like that. They want to be able to be loud and behave how they want. They're not gonna be around anyone who says, shh, be quiet, you're embarrassing me, or you're being a little loud. Their whole friend circle is going to be the kind of people that support their personality, support their energy. They're not going to be around people that squash or people that dump water on their fiery energy. So yeah, Sagittarian rising are curious people. They are always down to travel. Sometimes their obsession with, you know, going abroad and things that are different to them can manifest in their clothes. They can often wear clothes that are, even something like this actually, would be good for a Sagittarian rising because it's kind of an exotic silk print on the inside. There's just always little touches of something different, of something, I guess you could say, exotic about the way that they carry themselves and the way that they dress. And also because they have so much energy, physical and emotional and just all of this energy, I personally love a Sagittarian rising in sporty wear. I think they look really good in active wear and things that you would just wear to the gym, but like wearing it out. And this is a great time for Sagittarius rising because that's really trendy now, is like wearing, you know, bike shorts and chunky sneakers and like a cropped hoodie and being like cute Kim Kardashian sporty. That's like what's trendy right now. So Sagittarian rising, y'all better be killing it on the streets. Yeah, when I think of Sagittarius appearance, I think of magical centaur. I think of the phrase full-bodied woman. I really do, in the best way possible. I think of intense dark features. I think of a big smile. I think of sparkly eyes. I think of a less elfish version of a Gemini. I think of a more grounded, bold version of a Gemini, because it's the same kind of like sparkly, optimistic energy. That's why they get along very well. And it's also super fun that my friend is Gemini sun, Sagittarius moon and rising. That's like crazy combination. And yeah, I've heard some people say that they Sagittarian risings kind of come across as naive or like only seeing the best in people. I can't say that I've had the same experience. I think they're bold. I think they come across like they totally read you. I think they come across as very cultured and very mature, especially when they're kids. They come across as really smart and mature for their age, and they're just good kids. So I wouldn't describe, from my experience, and this is what this channel is all about, I wouldn't describe Sagittarian rising as naive or like any kind of super young energy in that sense of like being immature or being, you can like kind of play tricks on them. I don't see that. I don't, like maybe more with like a Libra, but I don't see that with Sagittarian rising. I think they're the perfect combination of optimistic and sparkly and fun, but also like direct and will cut, maybe seeing the best in people, but you know, without the naivete of people being able to play them or being gullible or even being so immature. People, I think, are not assertive. And that's one thing I noticed about myself when I got more mature. I realized that being assertive is not being mean. And I think Sagittarians know that. They are not immature in the sense where they won't stick up for themselves or they're gonna put other people's feelings above what they have to say. And I respect them for that. It's really fun to be around Sagittarians for that, because you know they're keeping it real with you, and you know that they actually want to be around you. They're not just trying to do it for your feelings. So that's my take on Sagittarius rising. As I said, all my videos are based on experience and people in my life. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will catch you next time. Mwah! Bye guys.